Good morning, dear friends. It is a new day and it is an invitation to a new beginning. Why? Because you and I are children of God and we were created with the potential for progress. Never regressing, always progressing. But to progress, we need to learn the new. And the new is everything about life, God. It's about love. It's about peace. How often we want peace in the world, but we can't conquer peace within. We want leaders to be peaceful, but are we peaceful in our lives? When we sustain inner wars, mental battles, we can't contribute with peace on earth. Friends, you and I, as João Felipe is here saying, never regressing, always progressing, you said it all. So you and I are invited today to listen, to feel, to reflect. The last poem by Auta de Souza. Week after week, for so many weeks, we have been learning with Auta de Souza, the poetess that comes to encourage us to open our hearts, to be empathetic to people's pain, and to follow the steps of the Master. The last poem of Auta de Souza in the book Parnassus from Beyond the Tomb is "The Lord Comes," crowning. It is a crowning poem, and she says the following: the Lord comes, and see, he always comes with footsteps slow, be it the sun, the cold, or tempest's might. He wears love's cloak and truth's resplendent light, and walks the silent pathway as we go into our bitter whirlwind wailing flow. He brings to life's dark shades of radiance bright, and even pain, born of unkindness spite, becomes the blessing of his care to show. Like the sun that gives life without a claim, the Lord draws near, nor ever comes too late, and shields the deepest misery from shame. He comes, and love eternal holds its way, and thus humankind through night's oppressive weight, rises from darkness into light each day. Did you see how Jesus comes? This is the most fascinating. In the spiritualist literature, we see since Kardec's Spirit's book in 1857, many references to Jesus. Of course, Jesus is the guiding model. It's the answer to question 625 of the Spirit's book by Kardec. But every book describes Jesus and we put the pieces of the puzzle together. But this time, we got a feature of Jesus that we never thought about. Jesus comes with slow footsteps. Think about nature. Have you ever sat down to watch the sun set and the sun rise? Does it happen like this? Or very slowly, second after second, moving in the horizon? And we know why, right? The earth is here. And the sun, of course, slowly. It's like rotating around the sun and it's slowly showing up. But everything in nature is gradual moving. So that's the movement of nature. Now think about Jesus. He is in 100% harmony with nature. He's never going to show up in your life, in my life, like a thunder. No, no. He's going to be around always, but gentle, surely, but gentle. Very gently, he's around us. He's with us. He's never going to come and destroy anything but transform our lives. As he said once to Bartholomew, one of the most devoted disciples of Jesus, Bartholomew, truth transforms, it does not demand. So interesting. Can you feel now, as Auta de Souza describes the coming of the Lord in our lives? And he wears the cloak of love. She says, he wears love's cloak and the resplendent light of the truth. Now visualize it slowly coming, resplendent light of the truth and the cloak of love. And he walks the silent pathway as we go. So what is our exercise today? To find Jesus. Where is he? Where is the Lord? Because we know he's always with us. Like the sun, she says, that gives life without a claim. The Lord draws near, nor ever comes too late, and shields the deepest misery from shame. He comes, and love eternal holds its way. I'm going to tell you something so beautiful that I got to know yesterday, during this morning actually. Our friend John De Rosa forwarded an email that is related to a church that is deeply devoted to helping those who are in the streets of Washington, D.C. And it's so beautiful to see in President Trump's effort to clean the city and take the homeless away. The description of this beautiful church who cares for them, having volunteers right there to welcome them in, to care for their belongings, asking for more volunteers to be there at different hours of the day and the night, to be sure that these people who are in need, who have many problems, don't have a shelter, don't have a home, will be welcomed into their shelter at the church. You see, this is how Jesus comes. We see the news never tell about this behind the scenes. But it's so good to know that there are people who care about the human beings who are in the streets, that they don't care about a beautiful city without caring for the people. And this effort, they describe how they did it. This is a social outreach. As Auta de Souza says here for us, beautifully said, the Lord draws near, nor ever comes too late, and shields the deepest misery from shame. I tell you, the beauty. We know all over the world, there are people who are devoted to the lives of others. Question for us, where is the Lord? Where does He come? He comes when people are in need. So if we want to meet the Lord, we have to go where the Lord is, where the people who are in need is. Food for thought, exercise for us to do. Meanwhile, let's thank the Lord for His constant presence, always very gentle, but very surely. Dear Lord, we're so grateful that we have this relationship with you. Master Jesus, thank you for embracing us in your kindness, for caring for us, for loving us. We visualize your healing light. We see your love. And we feel your embrace. But we would like the people who are in greater need than us feel your presence, especially those who are recovering from an illness, those who are in need of a job, those who need security and harmony in their families, those who are feeling dried out by the absence of love. We visualize your rays of healing light showering all of them, in your presence illuminating their lives. May the cloak of your love envelop them in strength, giving them new life, making them feel your love. Thank you for your presence in our lives, for your guidance every day, for leading the way to love, to truth, to light. May today we feel closer to you than we did yesterday, and feel your loving care, your kindness, your softness, your gentleness, and at the same time your strength, enveloping us in new vitality so we can fulfill God's will on earth as it is already in heaven. Thank you, Master Jesus. and so be it. We're so happy. That's why the song, oh happy day, oh happy day, when Jesus walks. Oh, you see, he walks slowly but surely. He's always with us, but we need to find him. Where is he now? That's our exercise. Thank you, friends. Thank you to those whom I can see. Thank you, John Philippe. Yes, he says, never regressing, always progressing. Thank you, Slavic. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Narciso. Thank you, Rosani. Thank you, Sideria. Thank you, dear friends. We wish you all live and on demand a beautiful day and a wonderful night. Thank you, Nietzsche Meow. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow at another morning prayer here at Kardec Radio, where we're always nourishing our souls. And if you want more programs, remember, Kardec Radio has a beautiful YouTube channel. Go there, like, subscribe, stay tuned. In that channel, we have more than 10,000 programs available. Playlists beautifully organized by our dear Camilla, and programs that are immortalized. Why? Because the truth of Spiritism is not only for today, it's forever. Go there, many hosts, different programs. And if you want to select by themes, go to kardecflix.com. There you're going to find the selection by themes. You click, find the playlists, and watch your programs. It's Spiritism, Netflix. Yes. Thank you, friends. Have a wonderful day.